Well, hey there everyone, I'm Pastor Cullen joining you again for another of our videos. This week we're going to be practicing justice. I don't think that I need to explain to anyone why this is a vital time in the life of our country and world to be talking and practicing justice. Time and time again, the Bible calls us to justice. And one of the biggest concerns that I have is that justice is misunderstood by so many people. So often we hear people talk about justice and they'll say things like, well, justice is not mentioned in the Bible that often. Correct. Justice, the word, the translation, is not mentioned that many times in the Bible, but I think the biblical audience had a greater, more holistic understanding of the word righteousness. Righteousness is adjacent to justice. We think about righteousness in our Christian context, our post-cross context, where righteousness is about our relationship to God. It's about being in right standing with God. Righteousness is a word that can be used about our standing with God. But righteousness is about being in right standing in relationships. So that's lateral. That's between you, your peers. The Bible doesn't use the word justice that often because it uses other words to talk about being in right standing with relationships, speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves, taking care of the poor, the afflicted, the oppressed, the widow, the orphan, the vulnerable, the marginalized. Time and time again, Scripture calls us to justice and to expressions of justice. I say it often, but one of my favorite verses that is so misunderstood is Micah 6:8. We talk about it all the time. It's quoted all over the place, but Micah is confronting leaders that are doing injustice. And he says, "What does the Lord require of you, O mortal?" This requirement. This is not what does the Lord desire? What does the Lord wish you would do? No, what does the Lord require? His requirement is that you seek justice, that you do justice, that you love mercy, and you walk humbly. A person who can't find themselves in a place of humility or humble spirit will never seek justice. It's only when you can lower yourself and begin to care for the needs of others more than yourself that you will be a person who seeks justice. And so this week we're going to be practicing justice. This is very near and dear to my heart. We're going to be looking at Psalm 28 for our cries of justice to help bring equality and restoration to our world. So I hope you join me this week. I hope it's fruitful. I hope you come with your heart open to the word that the Lord has for us. And I will see you first thing tomorrow morning.